Welcome to today's Bedtime Meditation Story, The Garden of Forgotten Dreams. In a quiet valley nestled between rolling hills, there was a garden unlike any other. It was hidden from the world, known only to those who truly needed it. Some said it had been there for centuries, tended by unseen hands, growing not just flowers and trees, but something far more mysterious, forgotten dreams. Mira had heard whispers of this place since childhood, but she had never seen it with her own eyes. It was said that when people lost sight of their deepest hopes, when life became too heavy and dreams slipped through their fingers, the garden would call to them. For years, she had ignored the pull of those stories, dismissing them as mere fantasy. Life had demanded her attention elsewhere. Work, responsibilities, the quiet exhaustion of adulthood, these had taken root where dreams once bloomed. But deep within her, something had always longed for more. One evening, after another day that felt the same as the one before, Mira found herself walking without direction. The city lights faded behind her as she wandered beyond familiar streets, her feet drawn toward the open countryside. She followed a narrow path that wound through golden fields, the air scented with jasmine and earth. As she walked, a strange feeling settled over her, like she was being guided by an unseen force. The stars above shimmered brighter, and the night air carried a soft hum, as if the world itself was whispering. A sense of anticipation filled her, though she didn't quite understand why. Then, in the distance, she saw it, a walled garden bathed in the silver glow of the moon. The gate was covered in ivy, its iron bars entwined with delicate white flowers that pulsed with a faint light. Hesitantly, Mira reached out and pushed the gate open. A hush fell over the world as she stepped inside. The air was thick with the scent of blooming roses, damp earth, and something else. Something nostalgic, like childhood laughter or the warmth of an old melody. The garden was alive with color, luminous flowers blooming in impossible shades, trees heavy with fruit that glowed softly in the darkness. The air hummed with an energy both unfamiliar and deeply comforting. As she moved forward, she felt a strange pull, as if the very ground beneath her feet was gently guiding her deeper inside. Then she saw them, the dreams. They floated above the garden, suspended in the air like delicate lanterns, flickering with forgotten memories, moments of joy, lost aspirations. Some drifted like fireflies, tiny and timid. Others glowed bright and bold, waiting to be reclaimed. She reached for one, drawn to it without knowing why. As her fingers brushed against the soft, glowing orb, images burst to life before her eyes. She saw herself as a child, sitting by the sea, painting with wild, unrestrained joy. The colors flowed from her brush like magic, vibrant and alive. She had forgotten this dream, forgotten how much she had once loved creating. Mira's heart ached as she watched the scene play out before her. How had she let this go? When had she decided it wasn't important? As the vision faded, the warmth of the dream remained in her palm. It did not disappear. It sank into her, settling in her heart like a long-lost friend. Encouraged, she wandered further. Another dream drifted near, a memory of laughter shared with a dear friend she had lost touch with. Another revealed the joy of dancing freely in the rain, unbothered by time or worry. One by one, she touched them, remembering pieces of herself she had long abandoned. She had not meant to forget. Life had simply moved forward, sweeping her along with it. But now, surrounded by the soft glow of her own memories, she realized something profound. Her dreams had never truly left her. They had been waiting, patiently, for her to return. Hours passed, or perhaps only moments. Time did not move in the garden the way it did in the world outside. But when the first blush of dawn touched the sky, Mira knew it was time to leave. She turned back toward the gate, her heart fuller than it had been in years. As she stepped onto the winding path leading home, she carried with her something precious, an understanding that dreams do not die. They may fade, may be buried beneath the weight of everyday life, but they remain, waiting for us to rediscover them. And so, as you rest now, let your mind wander. Imagine yourself walking through that garden, gently gathering the forgotten dreams that belong to you. See them glowing softly, their warmth wrapping around you, filling you with quiet joy. Breathe in deeply, feeling the warmth of their presence. Let them settle in your heart, safe and whole. With each breath, let go of the day. Let go of the doubts. You are exactly where you need to be. Breathe in and out. Softly, gently, drift into sleep.